If people could describe you with just one word, what would that word be? What would you hope it would be? Most importantly, are you being it?
Lights went out. We thought, oh wow, Mansfield's lights went out. No, 108 customers out of the thousands. It went out here. And don't you know that there were people with the sound and the tech, everybody that's like, they did the whole Home Alone thing. And see, like what Jason just did to the microphone.
If Libby was at your funeral 22 years ago, at your husband's funeral, and you were there, visitation, everyone else gathered, Libby would amble over to you, and she'd put her big fluffy head right in your lap, and she'd sit down at your feet, and she'd look up at you, and you know what she'd say to you? I say that sometimes at these seminars, and people look like, I'm ready. Tell me what a grief dog that they pay thousands of dollars to get trained says. I want to know. What's the magic words? Nothing. Because she's a dog. Can you imagine how you'd freak out if a golden doodle suddenly said, well, at least she isn't suffering anymore? That'd be weird. That'd be freaky.
Can we be honest? Do you think any of you may have felt that way? All right, thank you. I got a couple of honest amens. What is the all-consuming thought of any prisoner, anywhere, at any time? Freedom, thank you. So these prisoners who before Paul and Silas were having this praise and worship service are thinking, how am I going to get out of here? Years ago, I was invited to preach at one of the largest prisons in Wisconsin. And I actually preached a part of this text, different applications and everything. But the title of my message, when I introduced it, was, What's Better Than a Prison Break? And the guards in the back literally stopped and looked at me like, are you serious right now? That you're standing firm in one spirit, with one mind, striving side by side for the faith of the gospel, and not frightened in anything by your opponents. Psalms of Ascent, Psalm 121. Lift up my eyes to the hills. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. They said, I think God has something bigger here. And the jailer said, how can I have what you've got? Right. The prisoners are listening.